So 2022 was really the first year that I considered hunting seriously. I grew up in a neighborhood and in a family that didn't hunt, but I have been with Justin for nearly 20 years now and married for 13 of them, so hunting has really become part of our lifestyle, and I had always been up and close to it. I had watched how he did it. I had watched the time and the energy that he put into it, and so I've been around it a long time, and I feel like, but last year was really the first year that I decided to take a more active role in hunting. Early season comes, Justin went with me the first time, and we sat in stands kind of next to each other, and actually really had a really good hunt. And my target buck walked in, I pulled back, I was at full draw but wasn't able to get a shot. So it was really exciting, and I consider that a win for my first time, but came up with nothing. Full-blown deer season enters, and Justin's gone, Justin's hunting, Nolan, my son, starts hunting, and so Mom just kind of took a back seat, totally fine with it, but the other hunters in the family kind of took the role and took the lead. And so Molly and I were here at home, and Nolan shot his first deer on the 12th. And then Justin continued his hunt, and he was able to fill a tag on the 14th. So then we were back home, and it was during the week, on the 16th, we were getting up and getting ready for school, and typically we have to leave here around 7:15 in the morning in order for us to get to school on time. So I was helping getting breakfast ready, and we were getting backpacks packed, and Justin picks up the binoculars and says, "You've got a shooter out there." Once we realized that he was coming closer to the house and was going to give us a shot, Justin just yells, "I'm going to get the gun." And he looked at me and Nolan and he said, "You two decide who's gonna shoot." So we were standing right here, Nolan and I, in the kitchen, and looked at each other as Justin ran to the gun safe. And Nolan looked at me and he said, "Mom, I just shot a deer, so I think you should shoot." So I gave him a high five and I said, "Okay, I'll give it my best shot." Justin went and got his McWhorter muzzleloader, and previous to that, really the only other gun that I have shot was a 22. So I didn't have really time to think about it because the deer's moving, Justin's getting me set up, we're trying to figure out how we're gonna pull this off. So we decide to head outside to around the pool. We have our concrete patio, and we headed to the very far corner. We just set up out there. We laid down on the concrete. He said, "Lay here," and we put the gun down on the ground, and Justin was just reminding me of the steps to take the safety off and reminding me of my steps for shooting. He asked me to click the button at the top and tell him what the numbers said. They said 268. And we waited for my shot, and the buck walked out of the brush, kind of that bedding area, right into that mowed strip lane, and gave me a wonderful shot. And I squeezed the trigger, and the rest is history. So it was super fun. As soon as the gun went off, the kids who were all at the windows came running out, and we all started kind of yelling and celebrating, and Justin's watching the deer to see where he went down. So as we were all ready for school, we decided we needed to just be a little late that day, and we went out to see the deer and take pictures, and it was a really, really cool day. It was a really fun morning, and probably one of the things that the kids remember the most about it was that we did have to get in the minivan and go to school later that morning, and when I signed them in for why they were late, I told the truth. I just put deer season, and Nolan thought that was hilarious.